BoogeyBeats. Ha 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 ha!
Season 2. Season 2.
You're gonna die screaming at Superman's feet.
Why? What's up with his feet?
I don't know, man. We're 2 for 2 on killing your boys so far.
Ah! Love makes it work a pleasure.
You think you're a team now? You're herd animals, dependent on someone else to survive. Like you, Harkness. An illiterate alcoholic who's desperate for the spotlight.
Yeah, and Floyd's a deadbeat dad. Sharky's a freak who'll never be a real boy, and I'm... what was it? Oh yeah, I never was too bright. Get some new material, jerk off. You know, Joker used to be real good at hurting people with words. But you, boop. Even when you're evil, you're still too good. You had a good run, Brucey. Flying around Gotham, punching bad guys, cleaning up the streets, causing long-term mental and emotional damage to everyone you knew. It's our turn now. After all we've been through. Oh. Bet you didn't think it'd be me at the end, huh, Babs?
Are we done with your bad stand-up routine?
Almost. But you always gotta end on your best joke.
Hello everyone that's watching, it's BoogeyBeats with the game reviews. You already know. Today we're reviewing Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I played the closed alpha when it dropped, back when the gamer tag was branded on the screen. But you already know, I was hyped when this game officially released. I know a lot of people weren't as excited as I was. Warner Bros. Games just added the Joker to Season 1, but this review is for the base game. Should you buy, wait for a sale, boycott this game, keep watching to find out. Remember to use the timestamps to skip to the parts you really want to see the most. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a third-person looter shooter live service game. It does have a battle pass system, so you may or may not like that, but more on that later. Developed by Rocksteady Studios, published by Warner Bros. Games, this is a spin-off to the Batman Arkham series and takes place after Batman Arkham Knight. It was released January 30th, 2024. It's a full-price game of $70 for the standard and $100 for the deluxe edition. I would just stick with the standard edition if you don't care about skins and battle pass tokens. This game is available for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam. YouTubers are struggling to try to let you know how garbage this game is, but I'm here to let you really know if this game is worth buying. But in their defense, this game isn't all sunshines and rainbows. As always, this video does contain spoilers. Thanks for watching, and this game has a rating of mature 17+, so if you're a parent watching this review, just letting you know, this game does contain violence and mild language. Let's begin. At the start of the game, you're going to want to do that tutorial. Actually, you're going to have to do that tutorial. There's no skipping this, you know what I'm saying? But it's easy money, and after that, the story begins. The game is somewhat easy, and you're going to feel invincible until your first boss battle, which is the Flash.
Come on then, you prick!
Wonder Woman? Did Green Lantern ever catch up with you? You know what? Looks like he did.
Flash, how do I stop this?
You can't. Brainiac's going to transform Earth into a new Kolu. Of course we'll have to kill every man, woman, and child to do it, even the dogs.
Barry! Please, tell me how.
Barry?
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
Barry.
So basically, you got 2 slots for weapons, and each character has specific weapons they can use. The 2 best weapons early on are the Black Mask weapons, which are pretty easy to find early to mid game, and the Bizarro weapons, which will be unlocked after you beat Superman. You got a melee attack, but it does have a slight cooldown, so you can't really just spam it, especially if you're playing as King Shark. You got grenades to deal more damage. Sometimes enemies can only be damaged by grenades, so use your melee weapons to knock them down to collect those grenades. And don't forget about your transversal moves. If you're using transversal skills, which are used to quickly maneuver throughout the world, you can also attack using your gun, melee, or grenades. If you're doing a transversal skill, you will do more damage and more chances for critical attacks. Melee weapons or grenades can use element afflictions. Just hold said attack button down, but you're going to want to do the Poison Ivy's questline to unlock them. So now we're heading into the element afflictions, right? Early game, you would get Blizzard, Venom, and Diablo Blaze. If you're trying to listen on how to get electricity, just play the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straightforward, real easy. If you got the other 3, the 4th one won't be that hard to get. Blizzard freezes enemies for 10 seconds, and when they are frozen completely, they cannot move. Unlock this at Chapter 3. Venom causes enemies to attack other enemies, known as Frenzy. Unlock this also at Chapter 3. Diablo Blaze, or Fire, sets enemies on fire and prevents them from healing. Unlock this at Chapter 4. The 4 characters you can play are Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, King Shark, and Deadshot. Harley Quinn uses SMGs, heavy weapons, and pistols. You can only use 2 weapons at a time along with your melee weapon and grenades. Harley Quinn's melee weapon is a blunt weapon, basically a baseball bat. You're going to want to use her bat drone to transverse. It takes some time getting used to, but it's definitely worth it. The bar indicates how much you can use her transversal skill. When it's gone, you can only grab along to ledges nearby. I wouldn't recommend Harley Quinn for people new to these type of games. Next up is Captain Boomerang, essentially the Flash with guns. Pretty cool dude, he can run fast up buildings and teleport like a dash for up to 3 times. Boomerang uses sniper rifles, shotguns, SMGs, and his Boomerang melee weapon. He is a very unique character, and at first he might be hard to control, but after the tutorial you should be good. I used him the majority of my playthrough. King Shark is essentially the tank of the game and uses heavy weapons, shotguns, and assault rifles. His melee weapon are swords or a knife or whatever you want to call it. He can jump high and jump up to 3 times. Also, he has a vertical jump and can land blasting enemies away. Deadshot is cool and uses sniper rifles, automatic rifles, and pistols. His melee weapon is an arm cannon. You can use his jetpack to fly around and glide around the world. And each character has different abilities depending on whatever you put your skills into. This will be unlocked as soon as you meet Hack. You know what I'm saying? You meet Hack, unlock your skill trees, and Bob's your uncle. You're going to be super mad, bro. You're going to be like aggravated, right? About weapons and loot. So basically, there's no shop that you can just buy all these cool weapons. It's a looter shooter, right? Fighting weapons is done by doing missions, going to the Penguin, and crafting gear. So you know what I'm saying? Slay your enemies, kill those weird aliens, collect that loot, you know what I'm saying, the materials, and start crafting your gear. Some gear manufactured by specific groups are better. Star Labs and Lex Luthor Tech is decent in the beginning. You can modify gear, changing augments, changing afflictions, and really, you know what I'm saying, sky's the limit. It's pretty cool. If you're looking for a shop to buy items, this is a looter shooter, like I said. So you're going to have to get that loot, get that material. Crafting and gaining materials can be completed by doing missions, killing enemies. And if you can't kill enemies, you need to delete the game. You know what I'm saying? This game has a Steam rating of 9 out of 10 and mostly positive reviews. an IGN rating of 5 out of 10, a Google rating of 2 out of 10. Mostly, people decided this game was garbage before really playing it, and most reviews I've seen on the internet only show parts of the game before the Green Lantern fight. So here we have to say it's a solid 7.1 out of 10. The story is fun to watch. Once beloved heroes are now bad. The only reason this band of criminals can take down these heroes are because of the tech they have. There's parts that show Amanda Waller not being a complete asshole, and you grow to enjoy the characters. Combat is a 50-50. There are enemies such as snipers that if you get close to them, they'll teleport away. And enemies that can only be hurt or damaged using grenades. Really annoying that some weapons don't affect enemies at all. You're just gonna have to know what you're up against. And with time you'll be good. If you see an octopus alien thing, kill them. They give you damage boost, but they like running away super fast. But other than that, the combat during the end game is absolutely solid. If you've been leveling up, if you've been, getting that material to craft better gear. Playing with a team and especially friends can change the whole dynamic of this game. So now we're gonna talk about adding bots. Here I'm gonna show you how to add people as bots, because the default boys literally stand around and they're only there to revive you. So all these boss battles, you're gonna be fighting Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, the Flash, all by yourself, essentially. They're just there to revive you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I learned this when I fought Green Lantern. Just some additional info before fighting Lex Luthor. You won't be able to damage the Green Lantern or even fight him because of those green case helicopters. So fight the Flash first and then go find Lex Luthor on Earth 2. This game is good, bad, annoying, and filled with fun at the same time. However, is this game worth $70? All that hard-earned cash, you go to work every day. Do you want to waste $70 on this game? Or is it a waste at all? Is it a must play? Well, not really. More of a $55, $60 game, to be honest. But more characters are said to be added to this game. They added the Joker, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't heard any good things about it. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. I ain't going to lie. They're going to keep adding people. So eventually, the base people are going to be forgotten. I feel like that's how it's going to be. I can see this game lasting for about 2 or 3 more years before they overuse the same formula. Unless they do something crazy, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the more enjoyable games I played throughout the whole year. I know the year kind of just started, but it's been a while since I dedicated this many hours to a game, you know what I'm saying? It's not perfect. I hated every single boss because they just run away anytime you use a counter strike. Anyways, overall, it's pretty good to me. The game is pretty good. If you're bored, just pick it up, you know what I'm saying? However, you might want to check out the following websites to get a deal: CD Keys, Aniba, and Green Man Gaming. I use these sites and they're pretty solid and safe to use, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that's it for this video. It's BoogeyBeats with the craziest reviews. I'm out.
Gather up, squad. Luthor made us glow sticks.
Using the mutagenic properties of Brainiac's corruption, I've synthesized a more potent vector for kryptonite radiation. I call this new metamaterial gold kryptonite.
Gold kryptonite. Ugh, so, what's the word like tacky but for rich people?
Ghost. Wait, so this ugly shit's supposed to kill the Man of Steel?
The gold kryptonite will dampen Superman's abilities. That should give you a fighting chance.
Hold on. Dampen him? A fighting chance? That's it?
The alternative is he obliterates every atom in your bodies as soon as he sees you.
Oh. All right, fair dues. So where are we supposed to do this thing, people?
Actually, I have a suggestion. Centennial Park. I've dreamed of seeing my Superman broken before his own pompous statue. To have that dream realized with this Superman, it moves me.
Wouldn't be the weirdest shit I ever done in a park. Sure.
Harley, even you can't be stupid enough to think that you have a chance against Super.